Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Green Bay Packers. Ready for football now from sunny Wisconsin. And off we go from Lambeau. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. On 1st down, Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Herbert now. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Now a play fake. Rodgers out to his left. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hunger group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now give that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy, Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover two because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Jones again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Rodgers going to throw. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That score is not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have this.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Mike Williams, 35 yards. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
The Packers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert rolling to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Quick slant to Watson. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. DeAndre Carter back deep. Pulled in at the 24. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 72 yards. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. The 30. 10, 5, and it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And now the rookie's free. The 40. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Final shot before half for Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Dansby on now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Big Sebastian Joseph Day there on the stop.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll go again to Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run again with Dillon. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 35. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On play action, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And my goodness, another interception. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. All I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Rodgers now on first down.
He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Nasir Adderley that time making the tackle. Here's Jones again on second down.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On first down, Rodgers.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The give is to Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On second down, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Rodgers gonna go on 4th down. It's complete, swings it out to his running back.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30.
They go back to the ground with Jones.
To the 27-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said,
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Herbert now.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers.
Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, This offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A give to Jones.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
That's complete right side to Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, Gardner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
This is Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Rodgers to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive? Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They're going to run for it with Jones, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Now it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now Herbert. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert.
Going deep here for Allen.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to take another shot here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.